and today I had no idea what I was going to record. But I have a bunch of little topics that I can't really make into a whole video, so I figured I'd just talk about those. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to electrocute myself. So this is an electronic muscle stimulator. Comes with the little tabs, obviously. I mean, I'm not Bluetooth. So, I'm gonna put those on and then, try to go over the topics while being electrocuted. Okay. That's on. I have cordage for them. And then, gosh, this is a horrible idea. This is awful. I'm gonna be strung up here. I have a bad. This is terrible. I read the instructions. It didn't say anything about not putting them on both arms. Okay, red is maybe, I glanced the instructions. I don't know. If I hurt myself, I hurt myself, I guess. Okay. Hooked up. Power on. I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. It's on there. There are different modes to this. We'll just try them all, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's instant. So this is not painful. I don't know, like, if I should go up in, like, specific amounts or not. You can see it's working now, about 5. It's, like, visual. I can feel it tingling my fingertips. Okay. Let's see. Okay, if you could see it happening. Okay, I'm just gonna go up, like, every couple of minutes. It's on 5 right now. I think it can go up to, like, 30? 35? Something like that. Okay, so, mini topic. I have a bunch of cameras. It almost looks like I'm collecting cameras. And it's not like I'm really into videography. I'm not. I used to be, though, heavily into... I don't feel safe touching electronics, and I don't know why. I used to be heavily into photography, and I was a junior photographer at one time, and I was learning about all that stuff, but I never really got, like, fully into it. So a minute has passed, so this is keeping time. I'm not gonna be able to hold this straight at some point. And so I never really got into it, and so I never really, like, did anything with cameras, but I have, like, a bunch of them. I have this one, obviously, which is a webcam, technically not a camera. I have this, good graciousness, which is a very... one of my older... It's actively very difficult to hold anything straight. It's one of my older cameras. It is terrible camera quality. It was charging a while ago. Is that a scratch? No, it's dirt. Hold on, can this thing turn on, please? Oh, there it goes. So I have a case for this. It's not even fully charged. I have a case for this, and it goes underwater. That's not gonna... Hold on, can we pause the... We're gonna pause the electrocution so I can hold this properly. Like, it's bad quality. I wonder if I could record something on this. Let me see if I can, actually. Oh no, the SD card's done it. Never mind. Okay, well it is terrible quality. Like, I have a couple videos on this thing that I should probably not cover up. I don't even know what to cover up to make this look better. But it is, so it looks clear on the camera itself. But, I'm gonna turn this back on. What was I at 6? Okay, there we go. It looks clear here, but the moment you start recording with this thing, it desyncs the audio by about 1.5 seconds. It is really choppy, and it has the wrong date on it, which is like right now it's 12/27/2021 apparently. And it is 15:54. I don't know if you can see the time. Yeah, you can. I wish I could record something with this. I don't have the SD card right now, but yeah, it desyncs, but I used it for a photo shoot once. Now that's at 7. I used that for a photo shoot that I was doing once for a project because I have an underwater case for it, so it can go completely underwater. And I'm not gonna lie, the photos I got from it aren't bad. It's a video camera recorder only, I believe. I don't think it actually does photos, but recording was smoother underwater anyway. But yeah, I also have other cameras. So I said that one was old, but it's actually not as old as the one that I have here. This is a actual Polaroid. I'm gonna be gentle with her. It's an actual Polaroid camera. I do not have the film for it. I want the film so bad because I believe that Polaroid cameras are really cool. The time is screwed, but there's 8. That is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's just making it very hard to move. Polaroid cameras are really cool, and I really think that they're not the optimal choice of camera, obviously, anymore, but for memories and stuff, I think they are. But yeah, this is my oldest camera. I love this thing. I just need the film for it. But yeah, I mean, it stores really nicely. It's just sweet. But I have a different one. Goodness gracious, this is tiring out my arms. This is my junior photography camera. I got this, whoa, I upped that's 9. We're not into pain levels yet. Let's go to 10. I'm not in pain, but that is moving my arms quite a bit. And resisting is, fun. So this is a Kodak camera. Clearly, obviously. I'm trying to control my muscle movements, but it's not working. This is a beautiful camera. I don't believe it's fully charged, but it takes relatively good photos. And let's see if I can actually turn this on. Do we have a battery? No. Okay. It takes relatively good photos. It has a relatively good auto zoom lens. It has all the bells and whistles. That's not me shaking, by the way. I mean, it's really good for a first camera. I do not know how much it was because I believe I got it as a gift, but I do know how much this one is. Oh my gosh. There it is. I found it. Look at that. That's the underwater case for this tiny little GoPro. It is such an intense case. That's the case for it. I'm trying to hold that correctly. Oh my gosh, that hurts so much. Ow. That is constant stimulation, and that's not happening to the other arm. Okay. I'm gonna try to use that arm a little less, because that is hurting deeply. But yeah, that is the underwater, thing for this camera. Cool. Awesome. Fantastic. I just realized I don't know where my other camera is. My gosh! That is another type of pain. I was good with electrical pain? This is not electrical pain. Okay. Ha. That hurts so much. Oh, that one muscle is being pummeled. I don't know where my other camera is either. I can't think properly. Okay, so I just flinched. I was really unprepared for switch, so instead of it being here, it's here. And we're gonna go up to 10 again. I'm just switching the mode. Okay, that's doing that. I'm very unprepared for this because I don't know where my video camera is. It's like my favorite camera. It's a Walmart camera. It cost me $100. Honestly, if you're looking to get into and just getting into video stuff and you want a camera that works, that's, you know, halfway decent at doing capturing at what's the word for it? At audio or whatever, that is the camera to go for. I will see if I can find a picture of it because I don't apparently I don't have it with me. But I will show one more camera. Oh my gosh. This is, I'm gonna up this by 1, so now it's at 11. Again, the time is all screwed, but this guy is in a bag because this is technically not my camera. I have borrowed this. But it is that's a lens for it. It is a Canon camera. It's hiding beneath all its lenses. There it is. She's a beauty. And this camera has never done me, or it's a Nikon, not Canon. Never done me or its actual owner wrong. Except once. This camera is beautiful. It does video and photo. It is rather expensive from what I've looked at because I looked at getting like one of my own. Again, currently I'm just borrowing. But it is a beautiful camera. It has it auto flash, autofocus, and then you can do you can manually focus it as well. I don't know all the gadgets and gadgets of this beautiful camera, but I mean, try to get that in view. Thank you. There it is. This one is not as bad. I was suffering with the other one. But yeah, I have all these cameras, and I never really do anything with them. Maybe that's a me problem, and I should probably do more with them, especially since I have been told that I need to do more film stuff. And I recently had a film class, sort of, and it reopened my, like, knowledge of film and of photography, and I just recently got into a position where I'm doing photography again, and so, you know, it's been on my brain a lot, and I've been messing with all my cameras again, and that's been in there. So that's fun. So we're on 12. I wonder, when does this one get painful? Okay, electrically, we're getting there. That is violently maneuvering my arm. You could tell. I don't know why I raised this one when this is... It's not painful. Now it is. Now it definitely is. I think it's because this one's raised. No, that's just painful. That just hurts. It's like a tapping pain though. I'm gonna see how far I could go with this. That is jerking my arm. Holy crap. Oh! There's pain. So that one's painful. You can see it move my shoulder muscle. That's really cool. Okay. We're gonna switch. So it's on 3 now. So another thing that has been on that I've like noticed I'm thinking more about So this is a tap, 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 and then it holds for a minute. Whoops. So this is, so another thing that I've been thinking more about. Whoa. There it goes. Okay. That's interesting. We're gonna see how I deal with that. Another thing I've been noticing that I've been thinking more about is I used to really love I used to really love mythologies and like Greek and Norse mythos, and I don't really wow. I don't really um take interest in that anymore. I mean, I do to a certain extent. I still research and compile research as like a hobby for it. Good graciousness. And I do stuff like that, but it doesn't come up in like my daily life. That felt like it was going to dislocate my shoulder. It doesn't come up in daily life, so I don't really think about it as much as like I used to as a kid because I was, watching more stuff that had good graciousness had oh had mythology in it, but now I don't really think about it much anymore. But I'm I'm noticing is that I stop. I went to go adjust my hair. When it's really hard to think with this abusing me. Okay, I'm gonna try to like spit it out. In my daily life, I recently took a class that was like, don't get me wrong, a little intense. And of course I had to memorize a lot of material, and I had to, pay attention and whatever. And what I'm realizing now is that material is actually stuck with me. So, and the point I'm trying to make here is I'll use a different class for, I'm gonna switch the thing and just start it again. Whoa. That's constant. I can't deal with the constant stuff when I'm trying to like speak. Is there... Okay, that one's stappy. So, okay. Speak. Let's use two different classes and then like a high school experience. So when I was in high school and when I was taking like a bunch of different classes, I took a lot of classes in high school. Everyone does, right? Nothing stuck with me. Absolutely nothing. Maybe I'd say English did the most because I really love writing. I've always loved writing. And so that class, stuck with me because I actively used it. I still, write stuff all the time. I'm a huge writing fan. But nothing else stuck with me. Not biology, not math, not history. I mean, nothing stuck with me in high school. And then I take some new classes, and I took a math class and I took a science class. And if you were to ask me to do anything that I learned about, and I had to memorize for both of them, okay, both of them were intense classes that I had to memorize for. I'm on 11 right now. If you were to ask me to do something pertaining to that math class now, I don't think I could do it like as quickly as I could if you asked me about that science class. Because I I see that science stuff like everywhere I go now. I can't do anything without, seeing that in my everyday life. And I'm not complaining. That's not a bad thing. I love it. I love that class. It's just like, I've never noticed how much I like really enjoyed that class until I started to see like real life things that would remind me of it, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh. Which I don't know if that makes sense completely. I think it's just like, this sounds like I've never had an interest before in my life. And I have. I've been interested in things, but nothing like this, where I'm so interested in stuff. I want to uh not so much learn more about it, but yes, learn more about it, but like share things and see things and look at things in real life and be reminded of that information. Like something like that. I don't know. Am I speaking correctly? I think the electricity is getting to my brain. Let's see what. Oh, that's actually really nice. So of course, if I'm having fun, we can't have that. How much until it hurts? Oh, that much. I wonder what happens if I put them all on one arm. That's not. That's like a beat. Like almost like a heartbeat. That's 15. That does not hurt. I can hear the electricity coming from this thing. Is this gonna be a new record? What did I make it to? 26 on the last one? That does not hurt as much as, like, I would think it is. You can see that. That's not me. Oh, that's a weird feeling. Oh, there it goes. Yes, it only goes to 30. 30. Because I can't. Right? That is a weird feeling. That doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts, but, like, it doesn't hurt. That's insane. I don't know. I'm just messing with this now at this point. Okay. I think the electricity has fried my concept, like my thinking. So I'm gonna try something. Screw talking. I'm just gonna electrocute one arm and we'll see what that does. Should I put them like all on the bicep or like, I don't know what that'll do to me. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yes. There it is. All on there. That's not spread out. Well, okay. Device activated. Oh. That's what that does at 1. Let's see if I can, like, maneuver. You can't quite see. Oh, there you go. That guy's doing a lot more than he should. That's 2. Oh, the pain starts now. And we're at 3. 4. 5. You know what's another cool topic? I'm gonna see if I can concentrate while this is happening. I just learned about a new spider. Super cool, right? I just recently talked about a bunch of spiders I already thought were really cool. I learned about a new one. So it's called the bolus spider, I believe. That's not its scientific name, obviously, but I believe it's called the bolus spider. And what it does, to my knowledge, is that it uses its web and it swings it around like a bolus to catch prey. So isn't that cool and fantastic and awesome? I have the I am the problem. Okay, this is no longer hurting so much as it is just like I can feel that's a massive amount of electricity coursing through my veins. So, ooh, That's a lot. Okay. I was gonna not continue, but I guess, I mean, that's not me. I'm not doing, I don't even know why it's rotating. There's nothing on that side of my arm. I cannot undo that though. Oh, to extend is painful. So my arm is actually locked like this. Ooh, hey. I was not expecting that. Okay, so that's a different kind of pain. So, what's interesting is from what I've heard, the body has a pain limit. So, once you reach a certain level of pain, you'll actually stop. Okay, that's. I was gonna say that's enough. So, you'll actually stop feeling any more pain than you. Okay. than you've already felt. So let's say you break a femur. And you break your other one. There's only so much pain that the body will put itself through. Well, not put itself through, but there's only so much pain that you can feel before it, like, reaches the limit. I would say the thing that's hurting most right now is right here, in between the two. Like, you can't see it. I can. In between, right here, hurts probably the most. And then right here. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if that's right, but that's what I've heard, that the body actually has a pain limit. Okay. Another cool thing is another cool thing, just going over facts now that I know. Oh, hey, that feels like it's cold. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Another cool thing, I guess about me in particular, I don't know if this is like a thing anybody else experiences. I cannot smell candles when they're burning. Like, I could pick up a candle and smell the scent. When it starts burning, I cannot smell it. Like, I have 2 candles. I do not light them because for me that would be unnecessary and a waste to light a candle I cannot smell. I'm sure it makes the room smell great, and if I were to walk away and, like, smell fresh air, and then walk back, I could smell what the room smells like. But if a candle is burning in front of me, I cannot smell what it is at all. I don't know if that's just a me thing or not. I'm trying to be cool about this. I am in a lot of pain. So, cool and awesome. And great. I have also been told that it is very easy to learn a myriad of instruments as long as you can learn one of them. I don't believe that. So, like, if you can play guitar, it'll be easier to learn to play violin, or it'll be easier to learn to play piano, or whatever. Also, I believe the easiest instrument to learn how to play is the piano. That's just my opinion. Oh my gosh. This is suffering at its finest. Okay, I'm gonna try to extend again. No. Okay, so that locks up right here. And I cannot extend anywhere past, like, a 90-degree angle. Maybe 45. That's not 45. I'm gonna put my arm down. I don't know if it's necessary to hold it up. Like, that's not... Okay. I think at this point I've gotten so used to the pain it's throwing at me that I can speak this way. We're almost at 30. We're almost at 30. We're almost there. We're gonna up that time. There we go. Cool things, cool things, cool things. I think everyone knows that you can hear a heart murmur. I don't think all heart murmurs sound the same. I know a couple people who have not active heart murmurs, but what they call sports heart murmur or something to that extent, where if you overexert your body, your heart skips or your heart murmur kicks in. Okay, that's a new type of pain. So that's cool. I don't have a heart murmur, so I might after this. So I don't know what it would sound like, but if I put my hand on this, it hurts less. So I'm not gonna do that. At this point, it is very hard to extend my hand. Like, I have to actually put effort into doing that. Fun things, fun facts, fun stuff. Fun things, CGI, was better in the 2010s. That's not a fun fact, that's just a fact. I don't know. I don't know many fun facts, I guess. Or none that come to mind while doing this. Alright, ready? That is... Oh, that's a new level. Okay. And we're gonna sit like this for a minute. Okay, fun fact. Until I can think of a... Until I can think of a fun fact, I guess. What's like a cool fun fact? So there is a bone in your body. There is a bone in your body that is not connected to any other bone. And it is super important. It is like around here. It's called a floating bone. It's the only one that is called a floating bone, and it is called the hyoid bone. It is super cool and super tiny, and it is in the shape of a horseshoe. Really awesome. Also, I'm gonna do another one. There are 3 categories of ribs, and the last ones are called floating ribs because they are technically not, connected to anything. They are using the other ribs, to connect, I believe. Good graciousness, the electricity is getting to me. So that's uber cool. I am so done with this. Okay. Ha. My arm is not fun. I'm done. Remove everything. That is just... Release me, please. Let me go. That is super great. Try it with friends and family. Let go. That's super awesome. Okay, that was fun facts while being electrocuted. Will I ever do this again? Probably. If I have like a bunch of topics that I can't, I don't know if I'll electrocute myself again. Hold on. But if I have a bunch of topics that I don't know how to like make into like its own video, like the camera stuff, I'm not gonna talk about cameras for 30 minutes. Or like my interests, which I don't believe I like said very well, but electricity. Maybe I'll talk about that one more in depth at a different time, but I just kind of wanted to try this, and obviously, I mean, this was a fun little thing I wanted to try as well. So yeah, thank you for sitting down, thank you for watching, and thank you for hopefully enjoying more than I did. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. This was nuts. Bye.